My name is Michelle Peck and I manage the CCS Imaging Center. The Imaging Center, also known as the IC, is a print service bureau that provides a variety of different print and binding services to the CCS community. All services are processed by work study students from a variety of different departments. The Imaging Center is located on the 6th floor of the Taubman Building in room T631. We are open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. and Friday from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. At the end of each semester, the Imaging Center will have extended weekend hours, and these hours will be posted on our social media and will be listed in the weekly student email. As for services, the Imaging Center has 2 Canon production laser printers, 2 desktop Epson inkjet printers, 2 wide format Epson inkjet printers. In addition to those, the Imaging Center also offers draft quality proof of concept plotter printing on 2 Epson wide format plotters. The latest service to our printing fleet is risograph printing, which is super fun. More information to come. Furthermore, the IC provides finishing services, which include stack cutting and plastic coil and wire binding. Students must submit print-ready files via our online print request forms. These forms can be found on our campus offices page. Turnaround times for each service vary and are listed on our website, but generally take between 1 and 2 full business days. Turnaround times during midterms and finals will increase, so please plan accordingly. Once you have submitted a print request, our student staff will review your file and respond via email with a price quote and a link to schedule an appointment for pickup. Appointments are highly recommended. By scheduling a pickup appointment, our staff will be better prepared for your arrival. If you can't make it into the Imaging Center during our open hours, we do have an option for a locker pickup on the 2nd floor of the TC. Students can pay for services with cash, credit card, or the CCS Flex. If you need further assistance, the IC is on hand to provide virtual or in-person consultations. We can assist with proper file setup or give advice on any projects that you might be working on this semester. Please schedule an appointment via our Calendly so that we can make sure that we are available for you. The Imaging Center has a lot of printed information and little mini sample books that are free. You are welcome to grab one of those, and they are usually located on our resource table outside of the IC or just inside of our lobby. Our campus office page has a lot more information on all of our services. We also have information on how to prepare your file, different quick tips, links to our papers, and more. I will show you how to access all of this information in a separate video. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at our email, which is ic@collegeforcreativestudies.edu. Follow us on Instagram. Our handle is @CCS Imaging Center. On our Instagram, we post helpful tips, current promotions, and behind-the-scenes fun. And speaking of behind the scenes, let's go on a behind-the-scenes tour of the Imaging Center. I will walk you from the elevator into our main lobby so you can see where you pay and pick up your prints. And then I will take you back behind the counter where the magic happens so that you can see all of our printers and our risograph studio. In our Rizzo studio, you will get to hear from our very own Rachel DeBoer. She's our print services supervisor and manages our Rizzo program. We look forward to meeting you during Welcome Week and through these first few weeks of the semester. Can't wait. Good morning. Different day, different outfit, less humidity. I am going to take you on a short tour of how to reach the Imaging Center. We will be taking the B elevators. So I am going to flip the camera and give you a tour and a walkthrough to get to the IC. All right, cool. And this is the Imaging Center. This is our main lobby. This is what you see when you walk in. So we have more information over here. This will all be updated for fall 2021. We have an image up here of different printers printed on different papers, so you'll be able to come and see that. More documentation, some posters, and our main lobby. We have a chalkboard up here with some information. Of course, all current pricing will always be online. A student worker will be sitting here if you have any questions or you're having an in-person consultation scheduled. And then when you pick up your prints, you'll be coming up here. If you've made an appointment, your prints will already be on the counter, and you'll pay using our Square system. Okay, so we are going to take you behind the counter and show you where all the print and binding magic happen in the Imaging Center. You can see my little eyeball guys here. As a student customer, most of your interactions are going to take place in our lobby. You might be invited back if you have an in-person consultation with either Rachel or myself. I am going to take you back so that you can see what our printers look like. And if you have any questions, reach out to us via email or stop and make a consultation. We'd love to talk to you about printing. All right, I'm going to take you behind the scenes. All right. These eyes are the window into the back of the Imaging Center. I'm going to push through these doors. This is behind the counter. So you are behind the counter where our work studies sit. We have a student worker that sits up front at this iMac, and they will be able to answer any walk-in questions. They are the ones who will be emailing you when they receive your file. And we have our chalkboard here. All right, let's take a walk back. This is my desk. All right. We store finished plotter prints or inkjet prints wrapped up in plastic here. Always inside out to protect your print. This is one of our plotter printers, Aloha. This one prints 36 inches wide and also has a scanner. This is draft quality proof of concept. Right here are our two production laser printers. That's the Canon 850 and the Canon 750. Don't mind our 2017 Halloween decorations still on the wall. These are two of our desktop inkjet printers. They are sheet fed, but we do run all of our media on rolls, which you can see located above. We have various Epson medias. Most popular are enhanced matte, watercolor, or premium luster. Paper storage, our printers here. We have another student worker who sits back here. This person is the one that processes your print jobs. This is a stack cutter, so we can cut up to 3 inches of paper. Just paper, we can't cut through anything else. But it's pretty fun. Going to be cutting some stuff for the CTW, so that will be on my list of things to do today. All right, we're going into the second part of the Imaging Center. We have two of our wide format inkjet printers here. They print up to 44 inches wide. A little under construction still. Storage and our binding station. So we have, at this time, plastic coil and wire binding. We will soon be including perfect binding into our repertoire, but that'll be later. We also have fun colored coils, so stay tuned for fun promotions. All right, let's go look at our Rizzo studio. And here we are at the Rizzo studio, Rizzo room space. So this is our pride and joy. We have some seating area for some of our clubs. This is our nice big table, Rachel in the background. Oh, I'll get you in a second. Here are some of our favorite pieces of work that were done in these past couple of semesters. As you can see, the Rizzograph prints brightly colored spot colors. And this little kitty cat named Pepper is my favorite. So we change out the art here. We have drying racks, the actual Rizzograph printer with some more artwork behind it. Favorite color of many students is this fluorescent pink, which, fun fact, glows in the dark under a black light. We have workstations for students that are renting the room and for our students that are processing the work. A light table. and some other supplies for students that are involved in our workshops. Here's Rachel in the background. That's where she sits and spends most of her day. And we have a really fun collection of different work printed on campus and off campus. All right, wave. All right, here you go.
Hi, I'm Rachel DeBoard, and you're here in the CCS Viso Room. The Visograph is kind of like a screen printer in a copier box. It prints spot colors and one color at a time. If you'd like to use the Visograph, we offer it as a service, and we also offer free workshops to train you how to use the machine. Then you can rent time in the room and print all of your projects yourself. Here's a few examples of student work. We have show cards. Some students like to print vintage photographs. Other students will print their projects for class. For a sample of your type.
Hi, I want to talk to you about another pickup option. I am on the B-side elevator in the little hub here. There are the elevators. If you can't make it to the Imaging Center to pick up your prints during our open hours, you are welcome to select the Pickup by Locker option. I'm going to show you how to retrieve your prints, so stay tuned. Let's walk this through. It's really fun and easy. Okay, here are the lockers on the second floor of the Taubman campus. You will receive a 5-digit code via your email. You will be sent an invoice. There I am. You'll be sent an invoice to pay the day of the prints. Okay, so I've already been sent a code, so I'm going to show you how to access your stuff. You know your code. In this case, the number is 14337. When I hit go, please step back, your locker's opening. Ah, and there's our little Watson Peacock friend. When you're done picking up your prints, you will shut the locker door firmly so that the next person can retrieve their prints. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions, please contact us. The bookstore also utilizes this. The phone numbers are right there. Thank you. Tour. I enjoyed showing you around. The Imaging Center is my favorite place on campus, and I hope it becomes one of yours as well. We will see you very soon. Happy orientation. Hello, I am going to quickly show you how to navigate to the Imaging Center's website. So in a web browser, you're going to go to mail.collegeforcreativestudies.edu. This is going to open up the main access page where you can see all of the different links to different departments and different things on campus. So help desk is important, patron portal for audiovisual equipment, and more. There's actually three ways to reach our information. This one right here, Let's Print in the IC, is going to take you directly to our print request forms, but I'm going to show you the long way. So you're going to go to the Campus Offices tab here. It's going to open up a new window. And here you will see all of the different offices and services on campus. Imaging Center's right here. We're going to click that link, and it's going to take you to our welcome screen. If you scroll down, you'll see information on all of our different printing services. If you click any of these, it's going to take you directly to an information page all about that printing service. At the top right here, we have office details with our phone number, hours of operation, contact information for Rachel and I. And following this list here, you see different links for different items. So we have video tutorials, which link to our YouTube page, drivers and downloads, templates if you had a business card. We have Zoom recordings that we post here, and then quick tips. Here are our forms for all of our different services, and if you're unsure, when you click the Let's Print link, it's going to take you to an accordion style menu. So if you pull this down, it's going to give you information on turnaround times and color space, resource list, and then it'll tell you what kind of paper. So for laser printing, that's 11 by 17 or 12 by 18, 8.5 by 11, pre-cut sheets of paper that go through a laser printer. And you'll see all the pricing here. When you're ready to print, you can hit this fill out a laser print request, but I want to talk more about navigating our website at this time. We'll go into filling out a form in a separate video.
General information is right here, so this is going to link you to all of the basic information that you need to know. Right here at the top, students must submit files that are print ready. We have links to our Calendly site where you can make an appointment for a consultation if you need extra help. Methods of payment here, price quotes. We put some fun pictures of our staff in a couple of different places, so keep your eye out for that. And then these are just different sites that you can use as a nice resource, so you can look up file preparation and how to submit a print job, so submission here. We'll look at the file preparation first. Again, it tells you how you need to prepare your file in order to submit it. Recommended file types, resolution, monitor calibration, color space. And then when you're ready to submit, it gives you the links and the information on how to actually submit your file. You can see, scrolling down here, our link to our Calendly. Once you submit a job, our student staff is going to review your file and email you a link and a price quote. Pickups are, it is great to have a pickup an appointment, because then our staff is prepared for you to come in and pick up your prints, and it keeps us organized. Consultations and more information here. These Calendly appointments change as things happen on campus, so keep your eye out for that. General turnaround times for all of our services are listed here. These do increase during midterms and finals. It gets pretty busy in here during that time because everybody's trying to print at the same exact time. Completed print jobs, little fun gifts there. Color management, another important place to check out. It gives you a ton of information, an introduction to color management. Talks about what is a color space, how to change your settings, and then it gives you more information too, directly from Adobe or LinkedIn Learning. Hopping down to Imaging Center Services, it's going to send you to a website that looks very similar to what the welcome page looks like. When you click any of these pictures, it's going to take you directly to that website for that service. So plotter printing, you might do that as an incoming freshman. That's draft quality proof of concept work. So if you're printing an 18 by 24 for your type 1 class, I would recommend this printer because it's a budget friendly, it's very nice paper, and it just isn't as expensive. So an 18 by 24 on this would run about $9 before tax. And if you printed it on like very nice archival printers, that's going to be double the price at $18. So it gives you more information. We have a lot of info here about test strips, how to do the math to figure out your pricing, and then available papers. Lots of information, which I do realize. So we are here to help if you have any questions or concerns. But take a moment to go through our website and become familiar with everything that we do have to offer. If you have any questions, like I was saying, you can always schedule an appointment via our Calendly. And while I have you here, I'm just going to open that up. And we have our summer calendars on here right now, but I see Zoom consultation. If you need further help, or if you just need, more assistance getting your file ready or just advice, you can click here. Calendly is really easy to use. It's very user-friendly. Click the time that you want, name, email. There will be a place here to meet in person once the school year starts. Department, and please share anything that will help prepare for the meeting. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing you on campus. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks. Okay, let's submit a print request. I'm already on the Let's Print website. You can see all of our options here. I have a file and I just want to print it on 12 by 18 paper. And I know that it's going to be a laser print, so I'm going to select Form Laser Printing here, or by clicking I want laser prints. Once the form opens, it will prompt you to log in using your CCS credentials, so type in your username and password. Once that loads, you will see the form populate at the bottom. It has all the important information up top here, including pricing. If you wanted to look at more of our papers, you could click here. Need extra help, create a Calendly. But here's our form. So the contact information is already filled out. You can change your first name here, but the last name in the CCS email remains the same. You're not allowed to change that or able to change that. All notifications and communications are sent to the email address, but we do have a place for a contact phone, so make sure to put a phone number that we can reach you at. Imaging center staff, once they review your file, if there was anything incorrect or if they needed clarification, they would email you first. And if they didn't hear back from you, they would contact you by phone. CCS ID and your department. It'll tell you the turnaround times for each service based on the different forms. We print everything in the order that it was received, so it holds the date submitted and the time submitted. And then now it's going to be asking you information about your file. So I have a file ready to go. It's our pricing guide. It's 4 pages. You can see the thumbnails here. It's going to ask me, the form's going to ask me, what is your image size? So if you hover your mouse on the bottom left-hand corner of all of your pages or your images, you'll see what the image size is in inches. We're going to hop back here and we're going to type it in here, 7 by 8.5. How many pages are in your PDF? 4. If you write something here and it doesn't match up to the file that we download, we will contact you for clarification. You might have to submit an updated form, an updated file, I should say. What kind of paper are you printing? On Imaging Center paper, or I'm bringing in my own paper, so those bring up different options. We'll talk about bringing in your own paper in a later video. I'm going to select Imaging Center paper. You can drag or drop the file, or you can click to upload. You want to make sure that the image size or the file size is less than the 67.11 megabyte upload restriction. Okay, we're going to scroll down to paper size. Once you select any of these paper size options, it's going to list the papers that we have in that size. So we only have 8 paper options that come in 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17. Oops. We have 4, and in 12 by 18, we have a lot. For the purpose of this example, I want to print this on a pretty plum punch cover. So we're going to select that. That comes in 12 by 18 only. So you know you're going to have to cut out your image because the image size is 7 by 8.5. Quantity here means how many copies of this do you want? I only want 1 copy, so I will receive 4 sheets of paper. Finishing options. These options are applied to all of the paper selections above. If you have other variations, you'll have to submit another form. So this form, you could submit 3 or 4 JPEGs if they're all going to be printed on Plum Punch, or they're all going to be printed on cardstock single-sided. But if you start submitting something, one file is supposed to be double-sided, one file is supposed to be single-sided, another file is supposed to be, business cards. All of those would be separate form submissions. All right, now getting into the finishing options. Print type, single-sided, double-sided. We're going to print our image right now single-sided. If you select double-sided, it will prompt you, how do you want to double-side this? On the short edge of the page, long edge of the page, or I don't know what that means and I might need extra help. If you select this option, our IC staff will contact you and walk you through which option you should select. We're going to stay with single-sided though. Crop marks, that's going to help you cut out the image, so I'm going to hit yes please. The Imaging Center will have rotary trimmers available during our open hours. If you print something in the IC, you are welcome to use those to cut. There are also public use rotary trimmers on the 2nd floor of the Taubman. Print multiple of the same type of image on one sheet. The best example is business cards. If you create a business card that's 3 by 2.5 or 2.5 by 3, whatever it is, we can print that multiple times on one sheet to save paper. So for the standard business card size, you would just be submitting a 2-page PDF at the size that you want your card, and we can fit between 21 or 24 business cards on one sheet of 12 by 18. Postcards, resumes, and other, which would be like, people usually submit stickers, so it's the same sticker over and over again, so it's the same flower over and over again. But for this example, we're going to hit no thanks. Tile image, that means if you were printing like a large poster and you wanted it broken up into like several 12 by 18 sheets. This is used a lot by transportation design. For this example, we're not going to worry too much about that. Finishing options, it allows you to select here if you wanted to bind this into a book with plastic oil or wire, if you wanted to stack cut it, if you wanted to stack cut and then bind, so that would be like, let's say you were printing a full bleed 8.5 by 11 process book, and you printed it on 12 by 18 paper. If you select this option, our staff will cut 4 sides and then bind it into a book with either plastic foil or wire. And then saddle stitch booklet, which is kind of like the magazine. The machine will fold it and staple it for you in the spine. But for this example, we're going to hit no finishing options. If there were any additional comments, you could enter them here. You won't see this option. This is administrative, so we're going to ignore that. And then you're going to hit submit. Once you submit the job, if it goes through correctly, you will see a green progress bar at the top that say that your responses were successfully submitted. Thank you. If you missed an option, or if you filled out something incorrect, or if your file size was over the maximum size limit, you would see a red bar here that says please try again. Once you have successfully submitted your print, you will receive an email saying, thank you, we've received your print. These are our hours of operation. That just means that we've received it successfully. You will get an email response back during business hours with a price quote and a link to schedule an appointment. If you have any questions, please reach out. You can schedule an appointment formally through our Calendly. That would be for in-person or virtual, or we will have some walk-in opportunities for you. We can't wait to see you. Thank you for listening all about the Imaging Center. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.